Good evening, it's Sam here. I thought I'd do a recap video for the baby buggers, if you don't mind the expression. Blandford Ukulele Group, beginners, the babies. So this is what we went through in the first lesson. It's the most boring lesson, I think, but it's the most essential to get the basics of position for your uke on your body, the tuning, a chord here, a left hand holding position as well. Getting those things isn't the most exciting, but getting them right early on is a great idea. So there's I think 5 things we're going to go through here. First off, tuning the uke. Second, the holding position. We'll do a strum, and then we'll go on to a chord, a C major chord. Do a song or two, and then go to an F major chord. Add a third song, who knows, the night is young. Anyway, so we'll start off by tuning the uke. My uke's in tune. You can buy a tuner. At the end here I've got one, it's one by D'Addario. They're about £5 to £10 for a very basic clip-on tuner. Look on Amazon, Popular makes a Tiger and Snark. They make very good ones. Check the reviews. If it's a guitar tuner, it's going to be fine for the ukulele. Okay, we've got 4 strings here. They're numbered from the one nearest the floor, number 1. The second one, the third one, and then finally the 4th one nearest your face. There's an acronym to remember the string names that I use, and confusingly, they go the other way around. So you start with string 4 is G, C, E, A. The acronym, which I think is slightly funny, goats can eat anything. G, goats, C, can, E, eat, A, anything. Hear those again. If you haven't got a tuner, try and use your ear to match your string sound by turning the tuning pegs to match my sound. This is the 4th string now, going down the strings from 4 to 1. G, C, which will be the 2nd peg on the top side. The 3rd string, you jump over the pegs to the other side. They're in a horseshoe shape, by the way. That's your E, sorry, 2nd string. We're going backwards. Finally, string 1. Anything. So that's string 1. There we go. That's the 4 strings we've got there. Okay. So holding the ukulele. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a video for the ukulele people. Do you want to go in the other room? We've got a left hand here, which is going to do your. It's going to hold the neck of the instrument. You're going to hold it on just below the nuts, which is this plastic white thing at the top of the neck. Make a V shape with your hand, like that. Put the neck in the V. Okay, so if that's a good place to be, that might be easier, like that. There we go. V, V-neck. Very, very stylish. So just rests in there like that. That way your uke doesn't fall out of your hand and you don't have to keep dropping it and picking it back up. Your right hand support, if you rest the uke, not on the very base of the uke, just underneath, so it doesn't slip down, just underneath, on the bicep, on the elbow, just there. So there's my elbow. If you can see, you need 3D TV maybe. There's the elbow. Bicep goes on there. Oh, cheers, Jay. And you just sort of tuck it in. Tuck it in like that. And pull it towards you. Slight pressure onto your body to hold it. You may need it down here, depending on personal circumstance. Of course, I appreciate these things. And just ideally not low, not down here. Up enough. Perhaps you see how my arm is aiming, my right arm is aiming up the body in line with the strings, like that. Okay, I've got that. We're going to just use our right thumb to strum. chances are, like me, your forearm will be a length that means that you strum around where the body meets the neck, just on that cross point there. Unlike guitars, where you invariably, because they're bigger, you tend to strum over where the sound hole normally is. On the ukes, by and large, you're roughly there. Just let your thumb strum gently down like that. Okay, now what we're going to do here is introduce time. We're going to count 4 and then go round that 4 again. If you can tap your left foot at the same time as counting 4 while strumming 4, well, your quid's in, you're on your way, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Let's do a chord of C major. The fingers on your left hand are numbered. Finger 1 is your index, finger 2 is your middle, finger 3 is your ring finger, finger 4 is your pinky. For C major, we're going to use our third finger, which is your ring finger, on string 1, which is the one nearest the floor, this one. So ring finger on string 1, on fret 3. Now you see these metal bars? They're called fret wires. We refer to the space in between the fret wires as the fret. Now when you want to play a fret, get the tip of your finger, you may see a little mark there, I'm not sure, the tip of your finger, push it on the fret, the wooden part in between the fret wires. You don't want it on the metal because it tends to dull the sound. You want it behind the metal bar, like that. Lovely sound. Okay, now to play C major, we don't do it there. We put our third finger up on fret 3. You count them like this: 1, 2, 3. Fret 3 there, and just strum with your thumb. You can hear a slightly different sound. Open strings. C major chord. We're going to play Frere Jacques. I'll count 4 and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, soggy semolina, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. Lovely. Let's do another song. Slightly faster. Same C major chord. Same strumming. 4 counts on the strum. C major. Row, row, row your boat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh, row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget. Great. Now, one more chord in this lesson. We've got our C major chord. Okay, there it is. La la. We're going to do another chord, F major. Sounds like this. Now the fingers here, I've got finger 1 on fret 1 of string 2. So remember, string 1's nearest the floor. String 2, fret 1. That's that index finger, finger 1. Your second finger you need as well, which is your middle finger, goes on string 4, the highest one, on the 2nd fret. Almost diagonally, not quite. Your fingers are 1 string removed, okay? These other 2 fingers, 3 and 4, aren't doing a thing. They're just sat around being useful. Looking good, maybe. We don't know. There they are. That's your F chord. Let's do Frere Jacques in F. Okay, so I'll give you 4 counts in and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous. Sonne les matines, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. It's a 1-chord song, so as long as we have a major chord, we can sing that song and Row, Row, Row Your Boat to the song. Okay, now we're going to do a song with 2 chords in it. We've got F major, we've got the C major here. Remember that was just your ring finger or your 3rd finger. By the way, this is a brilliant practice tip. I stole this from Justin Sandercoe, a brilliant guitar tutor, called 1 minute changes. You choose any two chords, no more than two probably. You set a stopwatch for 1 minute and you play the two chords, one then the other, as many times as you can within 1 minute. Now, to qualify, each chord must be clean. You can't have can't do any of that comedy business. It needs to be a very clean, good sound on each chord. Okay, so as fast as you can do them well, really, that's... And I'm not moving my left hand much. There's not a lot of change there. There's not a lot of movement. I'm really just going... Oh, I'm not even going on the right one. There we go. Third. At first you'll probably go quite big jumps to slowly work out what fingers are going where all the time. But with that you'll be able to do any sort of Gilbert Sullivan or any Hallelujah chorus you want, from here to heaven. So F, C, this is Clementine. Here it goes. 1, 2. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, oh my darling Clementine. Now, 2 different chords, 5 chords in the song, if you see what I mean. So let's have an F major and to a C, to an F, to a C, to an F. Sorry, Caroline, I'll move in a minute. Here we go. And it goes after 2 beats. I'll sing the 3rd beat and then we'll play on the next one. It goes 1, 2. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, C. You are lost and gone forever, oh my darling Clementine. And again, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, oh my darling Clementine. So there we go. Tune up first. Goats can eat anything. Elbow there. Hand across. Holds it nice and firm. Across there. V there. Fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb strums. Some songs you count 4 beats to. Some you count 3 to. And that'll do for now. I'll see you in a fortnight. And goodbye.